Sir, can I come in? Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, you are Tanuj Pathak.
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat, Tanuj.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, Tanuj, can we have a brief introduction, please?
Yes, sir. So my name is Tanuj Pathak. I belong to a town called Haldwani, situated in Nainital district of Uttarakhand. Sir, I had my schooling from there itself, and thereafter I did my BTech from IIT Roorkee. Suppose that I worked for 2 years in Wipro Limited, and then I have been preparing for civil services, sir. My option is anthropology, and sir, I love to travel on a motorcycle, especially, and I love to listen old Hindi songs, sir, as well as the folk songs of Uttarakhand, sir.
Very good. Now, tell me something. Have you heard of the term Chuha Khanik?
I'm really sorry, sir. I'm not aware of the term.
Rat hole mining?
Yes, I have heard about it.
A Chuha Khanik is a rat hole miner.
I'm really sorry, sir.
No, not at all. Not very many people have heard of it. But can you throw some light on rat hole mining and its role in the recent tunnel collapse?
Sir, rat hole mining is mining which is done by human force, human labor, where humans use tools to dig up, especially prevalent in Meghalaya and northeastern areas. So recently in tunnel collapse in Silkiara, which was present in Uttarkashi district, the last 30 to 40 meters was done by humans, human laborers, which utilize the rat hole mining method to dig out the 41 our workers which were stuck in those tunnels. Sir.
Right. So Haldwani was in the news a couple of months back. Why was it in the news?
Sir, is it about the encroachment case that was taken up to Supreme Court, sir? Was that it?
I'm asking you.
Sir, I can remember only this one, sir.
So what was it all about?
So from a few years back, there was some kind of encroachment in our railway land in Haldwani city itself. So there were more than 10,000 people who were living in that area. There were certain primary schools that were established over there, as well as certain hospitals also. But recently, the Haldwani administration has tried to shift them in a new land, and because it was encroached land, and that is where the residents of that area have gone to Supreme Court to stop that encroachment. And so Supreme Court has ruled that first you need to provide the rehabilitation to the people living in that area, and thereafter you can remove them.
So you have anthropology as your optional.
Yes.
Tell me something about the tribes of Uttarakhand.
So there are 5 major tribal groups in Uttarakhand. One is Bhotiyas. Second is Rajji, who live in Pithoragarh district. Tharu and Buxar tribals who live in Tarai region of Uttarakhand. And sir, Khasa tribal groups who live in Jaunsar region of Uttarakhand, sir.
So this terminology PTGs has been replaced by PVTGs.
Yes, sir.
Throw some light on this.
So PTGs stood for primitive tribal groups, and this term was derogatory for our tribals, sir. That is where to restore the dignity of our tribal groups, the term was changed to particularly vulnerable tribal groups, sir. So that is why we changed it, sir.
Very good. Now my last question to you. There are 3 dimensions of the rule of law. Can you spell them out to me? Have you heard of this term, rule of law?
Yes, I have heard. Sir, I'm not currently able to recall, sir, the 3 dimension. I'm really sorry, sir.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The land of gods, Uttarakhand.
Yes, sir.
And also famous for Jim Corbett National Park.
Yes, sir.
Right. Jim. Do you have any interest besides metallurgy in the wildlife?
Sir, not as much. I have not as much interest, but sir, yes, I love to see certain videos on animals. For instance, mostly upon sir the primates that we have, chimpanzees, gorillas. That is where I'm interested, sir.
That is where you have. And
Yes, sir.
obviously, you have gone for anthropology. If you are looking at chimpanzees and gorillas and apes,
Yes.
so makes sense that you do that.
Yes, sir.
Now, India is looking to go big on electric vehicles,
Yes, sir.
and for the batteries, the right now the raw material is lithium.
Yes, sir.
Which are the countries we should be having friendly relations or engaging with them to get this material?
Sir, it is mostly concentrated in South American continent, the ABC countries triangle that we call them, Argentina, Brazil, and Chile, sir. So that is where we have to have good relations if we want to source lithium. Sir, apart from that, sir, we ourselves have discovered certain lithium in Kashmir district. So we'll have to work on that part too, sir.
Kashmir is a UT or a
I,
district?
I'm really sorry, sir. I'm really sorry.
Which
Kashmir
district
unit.
of Kashmir?
I'm recalling. I'm sorry, sir. I'm forgetting the name.
Okay. Uh, have you heard of a pilgrimage route that goes through your state to China, to Tibet?
Yes, sir. So it goes to the Pithoragarh district, to Dharchula, and there it goes to Tibet area, sir.
From Dharchula,
Yes, sir.
which is the pass, which are the two passes that you have to cross? Can you name the two passes?
I will have to check, sir. I'm really sorry. I'll have to check, sir.
Okay, you won't do that, right? And there is a mad rush of creating road infrastructure in Uttarakhand, left, right, and center. Does it have anything to do with the ghost villages that Uttarakhand is having these days?
Yes, sir. So the people living in the interior parts of hilly areas, they have limited economic opportunities. So that is where, sir, we want to expand the road network so that we can provide tourist potential to those activities, and their livelihoods can be restored. And thus are the phenomena of ghost villages wherein people are migrating to cities like Haldwani and Dehradun. It can be stopped, sir. So that is why we are creating roads infrastructure to sustain the livelihood, sir.
We recently had a border row with Nepal.
Yes, sir.
Can you throw some light on that?
Yes, sir. So three areas were contested. One was Kalapani, Limpadhura, and Lipu Lake. So the main reason of dispute was the Treaty of Sagoli has allotted certain part of Kali. The Kali Nadi has been allotted at the border between India and Nepal. But sir, Nepal unilaterally has altered the map, and it has taken certain tributary of Kali Nadi as mentioned Treaty of Sagoli, and that is where the dispute has arisen.
That is where the okay. And you are interested in biking.
Yes, sir.
Which motorcycle you have?
Sir, I have Royal Enfield Classic 350, sir.
Royal Enfield
Classic 350, sir.
So, what are the advantages of this motorbike over, let's say, the normal motorbikes that you see on the roads?
So there are a few qualities that these bikes have. So first is the power delivery that it provides. That my bike has around 20 Newton meter of torque as well as around 24 bhp of power, and the daily commuters that we have, so they have only 9 bhp of powers. So in hilly roads, these provide seamless experience when we travel to the curvy roads that we have. First is that, sir. Second is the comfort that they offer. Royal Enfield Classic 350, sir, is a cruiser bike, so it provides a very good experience, a very relaxed posture it provides. So these are certain benefits
Yeah,
that I feel.
I was waiting for you to come to this case, a cruiser, and it provides comfort.
Yes, sir.
Where all have you gone? Which is the farthest point you have gone on a bike?
Sir, I have gone to Mana Gaon in near Badrinath, sir. Mana Gaon is the farthest place that I have gone.
Managaon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me from Badrinath to Mana the names of two villages that fall on the way?
I'm sorry, sir. It has been quite some time that I went. So I'm
So
not
you
able.
are a party from there. I went there 40 years ago. I still remember.
I'm really sorry. So I cannot
Have you
recall
heard
right
of
now.
Gastoli? Rattakona.
Not able to recall, sir, right now.
Oh, all right. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tanuj.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you so much.
So when did you arrive Delhi?
So it has been 1 month now, sir.
1 month. So acclimatized to the weather here? In any case, you come from a hilly area.
Yes, sir. It's cold over here, but yeah, I have adapted to the cold weather, the cold wave that Delhi currently has.
So what is the our metropolitan department alert for the day?
Sir, can you please repeat that?
What is the alert for the day?
So today,
Yes.
I have not checked the news.
Well, it's amber, orange.
Okay,
What does the orange alert mean?
So the cold wave has been set till 15th and 16th of January, sir.
No, but what does amber mean? Alert, orange alert mean?
Not aware, sir. I will have to check, sir.
All right, doesn't matter. Now the media, has been under a lot of discussions in terms of the aberration which are taking place in terms of all kind of distortion taking place in electronic media or maybe print media, or that may be on the OTT, the other forms of media. Uh, why do you think that this is a recurring phenomena?
So can I take a few seconds?
Yes.
So I think it has something to do with the present scenario that we have, because sir, the media channels also they are looking for their TRPs and what the consumers want from them to have. So that is where the biasness and some kind of
You're only giving a very general kind of answer. Anyway, of late, do you read that there was some news about some celebrities' uh, name has flashed in the paper concerning something to do with the modern technology now.
so the deepfakes.
Okay,
Yes,
and who's it?
so famous actress Rashmika Mandana was
The
in
latest one,
latest. I am not.
Tendulkar.
Okay, sir.
Now, what does deep fake mean? Why is it called deep fake?
So deepfake is it's a AI based technology which alter the video or audio of a particular.
No, I understand that. Why is it called deep fake?
I'm not aware, sir, the exact terminology why it is
Now,
called that.
the OTT platforms, the Netflix in particular, has been accused of putting all kind of, movies and shows,
Yes, sir.
which has got a lot of vulgarity in it.
Yes.
And there are contents in terms of language, in terms of exposition. Which is the regulation now the government is thinking of bringing to put a check on that?
So there are three levels of regulation that government currently has for the OTT platforms. First is the self-regulation by the OTT platforms. Second is there would be a group of these platform owners which will regulate. And third is by the regulation from government itself.
What is that I'm asking you?
So
What is
IT
that?
rules. The IT rules have.
No, IT rules is one aspect of it, but
Yes.
the other one is the digital media code of ethics,
Okay, sir.
which has now been introduced. Now, why is it still that we're not able to control? Why can't we have a pre-censorship like we have it in films? Why can't we have a pre-censorship? Why is this only we have a mechanism only for post-censorship?
So, in my opinion, the reason is that OTT provides a curated content where the viewer has a choice to choose a content of their own. So, a person is responsible for the content that he or she is choosing. So, that might be the reason.
You didn't ask my question. I asked him, why can't we have a pre-censorship like we have it in the films? There is a board, CBS certification board.
So, I think the lobby might be very strong on that. But
All right.
yes,
Thank
sir, we
you.
have.
I pass on. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What are the two main problems because of which Uttarakhand tourism is not picking up?
Brought the dummy.
So first one is the limited infrastructure that we currently have, and which government is now started to work upon. Second is the phenomena of migration that we are currently suffering.
I would prefer another one.
So the lack of financing that goes into the tourism sector as of now, so that is also an issue. And thirdly, so the environmental protection that we aim for, so that one is also hindrance.
Whatever infrastructure you do, if the mountains are unstable, they are loose, they won't work.
Yes.
You can't develop Uttarakhand on the lines of Switzerland
Yes, sir.
because of so many mountain slides and etc. things like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what are the elements found in celestial bodies?
So I'm not aware, sir, about.
What are the elements that you find in sun?
Sir, hydrogen and helium are the two elements that we found.
Okay. And what happens when the star starts dying? You are a metallurgical engineer. What happens when the stars start dying?
Sir, it collapses into itself.
Why?
Sir, I'm not currently aware, sir. I'll have to check, sir.
Because the lighter elements turn into heavier elements, and then the energy starts sapping up. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So in a black hole, what happens? You have all heavy metals, because of which the nucleus is absolutely heavy with a lot of gravitational force.
Thank you, sir.
I keep asking this question. Do you know about Lucy?
Yes, sir.
Who is Lucy? And what is her significance?
Sir, Lucy was an Australopithecus fossil that was found from Africa. So it provided a link between our understanding of evolution of human from the apes to the current Homo sapiens that we have. So it provided the bridge between them.
What is important?
So the important characteristic of Lucy were, so it has the presence of linea aspera in femur, which shows that it was bipedal. So that is where, sir, the importance lies.
Yeah. All right. Hindi songs. You prefer to listen to, or you also sing?
Sometimes I sing too, but sir, I prefer
Who
listening.
is the most favorite singer that you have?
Sir, Kishore Kumar is my favorite singer.
And which is the most favorite song of Kishore Kumar?
Sir, I like नीले 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 अंबर पर चांद जब छाए.
नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब छाए. You like this song because of the words or because of the tune?
Sir, primarily because of lyrics as
Because
well
of
as
lyrics.
yes, sir.
Okay. And which is the song which you like for its tune?
Sir, तेरे बिना जिंदगी से कोई शिकवा तो नहीं. So this is very melodious song that I like, sir.
Melodious song.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you decipher between a rag and a tal?
No, sir, I do not have much knowledge about this, sir.
Do you think that the Indian songs, especially the old songs, they are based on certain rag, or they were just melodious songs?
So the Bollywood songs that I listen, they are more melodious, but the classical music that we have, sir, that was based on rag and tal.
Most of the old Bollywood songs were based on rags.
Rag, okay. I was not aware. Thank you so much, sir.
Tanuj, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Your optional is anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Explain it to a layman in 1 minute.
Sir, anthropology is a holistic understanding of humans in across time and space, sir. So it helps us to study how humans have evolved from a ape-like ancestor to currently the present humans that we are. It also studied the evolution of our social institutions, sir. How the institution of marriage, how the institution of family and religion have evolved through time, sir. So that is what anthropology studies, sir.
Okay. Do you know Iravati Karve?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about her works on socio-cultural anthropology.
So Iravati Karve was a famous Indologist.
Yes, yes. Just tell us about her works.
So she had worked upon tribals of Maharashtra. Majorly, she concentrated her work on Maharashtra, such as Bhils. She has focused upon Bhils of Khandesh. So this is what I'm aware about her. So the major works that she had done.
Her works on Yuganta, are you aware?
No, sir, I'm not aware on this.
Okay. Ethics and morals. Okay. What's the difference?
Sir, ethics are based on universal standards, but morals can be different from person to person. But both act as guiding values for a person to what decision is right or wrong that he or she must take.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tanuj, give us an example where a person is ethically right but morally wrong. Or if you can give an example from a civil servant's life, that would be better.
It's a civil servant. I am not currently. I cannot remember. But so maybe, sir, in a Hindu family, eating non-vegetarian is morally wrong. It is considered morally wrong based on certain religious morals that we have. But sir, ethically, right to choice of one's food is ethically right. So that is one example that comes to my mind, sir.
Very interesting. Can you please come again?
Sir,
Eating in
non-vegetarian food, as per Hindu religious laws or morals, is prohibited. But as per ethics, right to choice of one's food is considered as a ethical deed to do. So that is one thing, sir.
okay. You heard of the Me Too movement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Explain the significance of Me Too movement in anthropological and sociological context.
So Me Too #MeToo movement is a feminist movement which tries to bring out the discrimination that women face in day-to-day life, as well as the physical as well as sexual harassment that they have faced in their past. So this is a movement for empowerment of women as a whole. We have seen many women who have come up with certain, who have faced certain kind of physical and sexual harassment in their life, and it has empowered not only them, but the future generation of women who would see them as their ideal, and would come up if there were any discrimination that they face. Sir.
You didn't discuss the socio-anthropological context of it. What's the significance of it?
So the women empowerment is a major significant of such movements. That is where we are also focusing currently.
Okay. Okay, Tanuj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So Tanuj, that brings us to the end of our formal interaction.
Yes, sir.
We'll now go into the feedback session, but prior to that, some questions. When is your interview?
So the date is not out yet, sir.
Okay.
This is your third interview, I suppose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have the marks in each interview.
So 166 and 173, sir.
Who's taking two civil service? Okay.
Yes.
Third
How much
attempt.
did you miss it by last time?
So both time 10 to 15 marks, sir.
Okay, so let's hope that you improve your score by another 25 marks at least this time. How have your mains, etc. gone?
So it has been better than last 2 years, sir.
Good.
Two mains.
Actually, the impression you give as you come in and sit here is that of a lawyer.
Yeah, close your button, but not tie.
Sir, actually, I haven't purchased my tie yet. This was my first mock, so I'll just go and purchase a tie. Sir.
How many mocks do you intend to give?
So 6 to 7 this time I'm trying to, because last 2 attempts my interview has been scheduled in the first or the second week itself. So this time I have been allotted some time, so I'll utilize it. Sir.
Okay, now the good news, of course, is that you already know what an interview is all about.
Yes, sir.
So you'll go there properly dressed. That's the first thing. Shoes clean, shining.
Yes, sir.
The color of the sock should match the color of the trouser.
Yes, sir.
All those things are important. Why are they important? They are important because you need to give the impression of an officer who's striding in,
Yes, sir.
not an aspiring candidate.
Yes, sir.
Clean shaved, fully clean shaved,
Yes, sir.
hair neatly combed, all that comes into the mix.
Yes, sir.
Now, Tanuj, the good news is that you're a very good candidate,
Yes, sir.
and we are hopeful that this time there will be no obstacle to your getting
Yeah.
a position in the list, because essentially this is not, you know it by now, it's not a question answer session.
Yes, sir.
It's an opportunity, it's not a test of knowledge. It's an opportunity for you to engage
Yes, sir.
with us in a formal setting. So always remember, no slang like yeah.
Yes,
It should be yes, sir, thank you, sir. Huh? And that I would suggest, just take about 100 of these A4 size sheets
yes, sir.
and think of all the questions that your which can possibly come your way from your DAF, current events, right, and subject. These are the main areas where they come from.
Yes, sir.
So once you have a question bank ready of say about 100 topics, then on each topic do a deep dive.
Yes, sir.
And once you've done that, reduce it to 4-5 bullet points.
Yes, sir.
Once you have those bullet points ready, then sit in front of a mirror and practice. No one can, of course, predict what kind of questions are going to come,
Yes, sir.
but this is the only thing which you can, at the moment, which you have in your hand, which you can do.
Yes, sir.
And once you do it, it has some spin-off benefits in terms of your, strengthening of your knowledge base, in terms of your self-confidence and poise. So what are they looking for? They are looking for integrity, so no guessing, conceptual clarity, logical thinking, right? Balanced opinions, poise and self-confidence, and awareness of yourself, of the world around you, what has been happening in your area, all those things.
Yes, sir.
So you have a very good grasp. As such, a little more depth won't hurt. For instance, when I asked you about rule of law, if you had done this exercise of bullet points, then you would have been able to just nail it.
Yes, sir.
No harm done, lot of time available. So keep at it, and I'm sure when you go there, you will create a very good impression. Best of luck.
Thank you so much, sir.
All the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
You mentioned,
Yes, sir.
I think, Tanuj, that you speak in a very loud pitch,
Okay, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
You could be a bit softer.
Yes, sir.
But we are just 5 odd people, and we are not sitting outdoor where there's a lot of traffic and you need to shout. So you could be softer.
Okay, sir.
That is one, and socks and other things that has been mentioned. And since you come from Uttarakhand,
Yes, sir.
Uttarakhand, I was tempted to ask about the which seismic zone Uttarakhand falls in. Can you answer that?
Yes, sir. Zone 5 and Zone 4, sir.
Zone 5 and 4.
Yes.
Now, what are the natural disasters that can occur because of that?
So first is earthquake. Second is landslides can also occur due to that. Third is the land sinking event that we saw in Joshimath is also one of the disasters that occurs. Sir.
Right, subsistence.
Land subsidence, yes.
Next.
So these primarily 3 I can recall right now. So.
Why? You have gushing rivers coming out of
Flood.
Yes, sir. Flooding.
There-
I'm
there-
agree. Yes, sir.
there-
Flooding is also one of them.
floods. What next? 2 more can you think of? I can. In fact, there would be 3. Cloudbursts,
Yes, sir. Cloudburst.
cloudbursts, and avalanches.
Avalanches,
You
yes.
come from the hills,
Yes, sir.
so avalanches. And another big challenge these days is the glaciers are receding.
Yes, sir.
And because of that, a number of smaller lakes are getting formed, and some of the lakes are at the brink of bursting.
Yes, sir.
So those will be calamitous.
Yes.
So I think if you just keep the natural disasters in mind, and that would be wonderful. And
Definitely.
preserving the environment, that would be.
We had such incidents in Kedarnath.
Kedarnath,
Glacial
exactly.
lake burst.
Yeah.
you know.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
So flash floods caused by glacial lakes
Yes, sir.
bursting.
So you would perhaps keep that in mind. And do you have any questions?
Sir, how was my performance overall? Because this was my first mock and
You will be getting a
You'll be
complete
getting the feedback. You have nothing to fear.
But you generally talk in a louder pitch.
Okay, sir.
So probably a bit softer.
I'll work
I
on
think that's fine. That would
You bring a lot of positives to the table, so just leverage your strengths. You'll do very well.
What's wrong with you have a fungal infection in your nails or what?
Sir, I have a bad habit of nail biting. Sir.
All the nails. So it's better not to show all the 10 digits. So you can hide them. You can sit like this.
That's a very stiff posture in any
Right.
case.
ऐसा बैठे हो ना, टाइट होके बैठे हैं आप. Don't say it. ऐसे अच्छा है, ठीक है. Right. Somebody would point out कि ये क्या fungal infection है या bacterial है क्या है. So we just avoid that. And otherwise you are fine.
Thank you so much, sir.
All the very best.
But just a minor observation, I was watching, his heels are always above the ground.
You know, yeah, there are two things. One, if you are comfortable like this, it's fine. Or if you think you will be comfortable with your full foot on the ground, please sit like that.
Slightly come in the front.
Come in front.
That's, yes.
Are you feeling better now?
Sir, I think this is more stiffer.
So you are fine the other way?
That was more.
Then you have to lift
Perfect.
then you have to lift your heel.
All right.
Perfect. Whatever is comfortable for you, follow that.
that's what
And
we'll
no
try.
hands fixed on the thighs.
All right, sir.
Yeah? All right.
Thank you.
you.
All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.